Hi, this is Maurice Miles, and we're here to discuss a song that I had wrote. It's called My Cadillac, and I really don't need the notebook too much for it, but it was a hip hop verse. It was explaining a lot. It goes, my Cadillac, I'll leave you with cardiac arrest. So with the Cadillac portion, you know what I mean, I just want you to be mindful that when I wrote this song, I was in an area where Cadillacs are very, very, very prevalent to, you know what I mean, in the area. Like, you got people who love Teslas, you got people who love Ford trucks like F-150s, you got people who love Mercedes-Benzes, and specifically I wanted to explain what my Cadillac meant to me. So it goes, my Cadillac will leave you with cardiac arrest. My plug is Carlito, leaving you stressed. Running these streets, I call it cardio. These niggas playing if they Hercules, but I'm coming through just as if from Geronimo. More money, more problems. Beef, then I solve them. My toe tag community, I leave you with no immunity, and that is no problem. Smoke like a roster, shooting at these bocce boys. Sipping Coronas, converting, contemplating on how I would take over the world, bitch. My Cadillac, I leave you with cardiac arrest. My plug is Carlito, leaving you stressed. Running these streets, I call it cardio. These niggas playing if they Hercules, but I'm coming through just as if I'm Geronimo. More money, more problems. Beef, then I solve them. My total community, leave you with no immunity, and that is no problem. Smoke like a roster, shooting at these bocce boys. Sipping Coronas, convert to contemplating on how I would take over the world, bitch. So, I believe necessarily at that era in my life, I was a very aggressive trapper, you know what I mean? I was a very aggressive hustler. I was down to trap, hustle, even get into situations that, you know what I mean, may leave a person out of configuration or may never ever want to come back to a certain part of their own personal destinations. But that verse, to break down certain parts, if you want to adhere to it, a Cadillac that'll leave you a cardiac arrest represents the crew. My plug is Carlito. Even though a plug could be African American, he definitely can move drugs as a Spanish community movement owner, such as like an island or a country like Colombia or a county in like Colombia or a county in Mexico. Running these streets, I call it cardio. A lot of these people play if they're Hercules, as if they're very strong, if they're very powerful. But if you're very powerful and very strong, you have to watch out for what's above you. Someone coming through just as if I'm Geronimo. More money, more problems, you know that phrase. But with more money, there should be no problems. So it's more money, more problems. Well, if there's beef, I'll solve them. Then it's your toe tag community involved with more money. So it's more money, more problems. Beef, then I solve them. My toe tag community leave you with no immunity, and that is no problem. You know what I mean? So necessarily, a characteristic trait of mine not only would be a no-nonsense type of person, but I really don't like to get any issues involving with money and games, because a lot of problems could come within the community. And if there's problems in the community, the Cadillac group should come through. So it's more money, more problems. Beef, then I solve them. My total community leave you with no immunity, and that is no problem. Smoke like a roster, shooting at these bocce boys. Sipping Coronas, converting, contemplating on how it would take over the world. Now the Corona part was deep, because that's one of my favorite drinks, And for the decade, the way that it started off, it was almost like a prophecy. So I believe a lot of my works have been prophetic. You know what I mean? Definitely my Cadillac. I had wrote that in the States a few years back, while still organizing a lot of lyric sheets and continuing community relationships within my no immunity nonsense group. You know what I mean? So if you want to check it out right here through the example. Conversation starters. My Cadillac. Oh, my Cadillac. Yeah. Oh, my Cadillac can leave you with cardio. Oh, my plug-in Carlito will leave you stressed. Running the streets, I call it cardio. These niggas playing if they Hercules, but I'm coming through just as a Geronimo. More money, more problems. Beef, then I solve them. My total community leave you with no immunity, and that is no problem. Smoke like a Rasta. Shooting at these body boys. Sipping Coronas. Converting, contemplating on how I would take over the world, bitch. Yeah.